Hello, my dear students, and I'm back with another video for the students of Punjab History and Culture, Semester 3, and the name of the topic is Guru Arjan Dev Ji. So, what will we do in this lecture? I will be talking about the early life and contribution of Guru Arjan Dev Ji towards the development of the Sikh Panth. So, let's begin. All right. So, something about his birth and the parentage. In my previous lecture, I had told you about Guru Ram Das Ji, the fourth Guru of the Sikh. Now, Guru Ram Das Ji had three sons, Prithya Chand, Mahadev, and Arjun. So, Guru Arjan Dev Ji was the youngest son of Guru Ram Das Ji. He was born on April 15, 1562, at Goindwal Sahib, and he belonged to a Kshatriya family of a Sodhi caste. So the father's name of Guru Arjan Dev Ji was Guru Ram Das and mother's name was Bibi Pani. All right. Now, something about his childhood and education. So, right from the childhood, Guru Arjan Dev Ji was very dear to his parents. शायद उनका गुरु बनना, हालांकि सबसे छोटे थे, पृथ्वी चंद है, महादेव है, लेकिन फिर भी उन्हें गुरु चुनना जो है इसलिए किया गया था बिकॉज ही वॉज मोस्ट ओबीडियंट एंड टैलेंटेड. और ये भी जो है बहुत सारी उनके बारे में रिसर्च मटेरियल जब मैं पढ़ रही थी तो मैंने ये भी पढ़ा कि ही वॉज द फेवरेट ऑफ द ही वॉज द फेवरेट मिटर्नल ग्रैंडसन ऑफ गुरु अमरदास जी. और उन्होंने ये कहा था, दिस ग्रैंडसन ऑफ माइंड शैल बी द बोट टू टेक द मैन काइंड अक्रॉस द ओशन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. उन्होंने बाबा बुड्ढा जी से गुरमुखी के बारे में सीखा एंड ही ऑल्सो हैड द वर्किंग नॉलेज ऑफ हिंदी एंड संस्कृत. ही वॉज मैरिड टू गंगा देवी, डॉटर ऑफ कृष्ण चंद ऑफ अ विलेज इन फिलौर. 1595 में he was blessed with a son named as Hargobind, right? Just a quick revision. Youngest son of Guru Ram Das Ji, born on the 15th April 1562 at Goindwal Sahib. Father's name is Guru Ram Das Ji. Mother's name is Bibi Pani. Right, and he learned Gurmukhi from Baba Buddha Ji, was married to Ganga Devi, and he was blessed with a son Hargobind in 1595. Now comes the assumption of the Guruship. Now, I told you that Guru Ram Das Ji had three sons named Prithya Chand, Mahadev, and Arjan. So, how come Guru Arjan Dev became the Guru and not Prithya Chand? Now, what did Guru think actually? His eldest brother Prithya was too worldly, selfish, and a schemer. So, उनको लगा कि शायद Prithya Chand जो है वो गुरु बनने के काबिल नहीं है. And if I talk about Mahadev, who was the elder brother of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, he was an ascetic and he had no interest in the worldly affairs. So Guru Ram Das realized that Guru Arjan Dev Ji was the most suitable person for the Gurgaddi. So 1581 में जो है उन्होंने गुरु अर्जन देव जी को अपना सक्सेसर नॉमिनेट किया. हालांकि पृथ्वी चंद ही फेल्ट वेरी इंसल्टेड कि वो सबसे बड़े होने के नाते ही हैज़ बीन इग्नोर्ड एंड ही वोट टू टेक रिवेंज ऑन गुरु अर्जन देव जी. एंड कहते हैं कि पृथ्वी चंद जो है वो अपने फादर को भी इस बात पे इंसल्ट करते थे. एंड गुरु रामदास कर्स्ड पृथ्वी चंद एंड सेड टू हिम, यू आर विकेड, माई सिख shall never obey you and will have no connection with you. Right? Okay. Now, it was not कि गुरु अर्जन देव जी जब गुरु बन गए तो कोई डिफ़िकल्टीज़ का सामना नहीं करना पड़ा. उन्हें डिफ़िकल्टीज़ तो कई सामना करना पड़ा. पहले तो उनके खुद के एल्डर ब्रदर पृथ्वी चंद का ऑपोजिशन, ऑर्थोडॉक्स मुस्लिम्स का ऑपोजिशन, ब्राह्मण्स का, चंदू शाह का. सो लेट्स बिगिन विद दैट. सो सबसे पहले तो पृथ्वी चंद है. देखो, मैंने आपको बोला था कि पृथ्वी चंद जो है सबसे बड़े थे, पर उन्हें लगा कि गुरु तो उनको बनना चाहिए था. जब गुरु अर्जन देव जी को गुरु बन गया तो उन्होंने एक प्रण लिया था. ही टुक अ वो दैट ही विल नॉट रेस्ट till he removes Guru Arjan Dev Ji from the gaddi of the Guru. Now, पहले तो सबसे पहले being the eldest son of Guru Ramdas ji, he said that Guru Arjan Dev Ji had no right to have the property of his father. So Guru Arjan Dev Ji जो है whatever little property that he had उन्होंने वो भी पृथ्वी चंद को दे दी, and told him that he for himself would in future be content with the offerings of the disciples. कि जितने भी उनको offerings आते हैं, he doesn't have he doesn't want any money or any kind of property, so he'll be content just serving the people. बट इवन दिस डिड नॉट सेटिस्फाई पृथ्या. वो क्या करते थे इस टाइम पे, मसंद जो है वो गुरु के लिए पैसा इकट्ठा करते थे. सो यहाँ वो क्या करते थे, ही वुड लूट एंड प्लंडर द सिख ऑन द वे टू अमृतसर, जो गुरु को जो है मिलने आते थे. यहाँ तक के बच्चे गुरु रामदास जी जो है उन्होंने उसे पृथ्वी चंद को मिन्ना भी कहना शुरू कर दिया. मिन्ना मीन्स अ डिसीटफुल और अ हिपोक्रेट. Now, Guru Arjan Dev Ji was so much annoyed with him that he decided to spend some time away from Amritsar. शायद यही कारण था कि he undertook long tours to propagate his religion. Now about एंड पृथ्वी चंद का मैं ये कहूँगी कि इस उनकी हॉस्टैलिटीज़ जो है और भी बढ़ गई जब हरगोबिंद जी का बर्थ हुआ. बिकॉज इससे पहले उनका बेटा जो मेहरबान था, उन्हें लगा कि गुरु अर्जन देव जी का कोई बेटा नहीं, सो अगला गुरु जो है वो उनके अपने बेटे मेहरबान बनेंगे. लेकिन ऐसा हुआ नहीं. बट दे होप वॉज बिलीड एंड आफ्टर सम ईयर गंगा द वाइफ ऑफ गुरु अर्जन देव जी गेव बर्थ टू हरगोबिंद. नाउ इसके बाद जो है गुरु अर्जन देव जी लेफ्ट अमृतसर एंड माइग्रेटेड टू वडाली, अ विलेज नियर अमृतसर, देयर वेयर हिज सन वॉज ऑल्सो बॉर्न. अब जैसे ही हरगोबिंद जी के बर्थ के बारे में पता लगा तो पृथ्वी चंद जो है वो और भी ज़्यादा गुस्से में आ गए. ही इवन प्लान टू पॉइजन हरगोबिंद टू डेथ, ऑल्दो ही कुड नॉट डू सो. सो सच वॉज द ऑपोजिशन ऑफ हिज ओन ब्रदर टूवर्ड्स गुरु. इनफैक्ट यहाँ भी ख़त्म नहीं हुआ. अब उन्होंने नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या किया, ही वेंट टू एम्परर अकबर्स कोर्ट इन दिल्ली टू कंप्लेन दैट गुरु अर्जन देव जी वॉज कंपाइलिंग अ ग्रंथ और अ सेक्रेड बुक विच वॉज अगेंस्ट द स्पिरिट ऑफ द इस्लाम. लेकिन यहाँ पर अकबर जो है ही वॉज अ वेरी काइंड हार्टेड एंड अ सेकुलर रूलर. So he did not, pay any attention to his complaint. So Prithya's plan failed. Thereafter, he tried to create troubles for Guru with the help of Sulhi Khan, a Mughal officer, and also Chandu Shah, the Diwan of the Lahore government. अब जहाँ तक बच्चे मुस्लिम्स की बात है तो उनका opposition क्यों था? Because they felt that the Sikh religion was spreading and the spread of Sikh religion was retarding the progress of Islam. Now, Hindus in large number and even some Muslims were becoming the disciples of the Sikh gurus. Now, this new development annoyed the Orthodox Muslims who were determined to halt it. लेकिन क्योंकि एम्परर अकबर जो है ही फॉलोड अ पॉलिसी ऑफ रिलीजियस टॉलरेशन एंड वॉज डिस्गस्टेड विद द लीडर्स ऑफ द मुस्लिम ऑर्थोडॉक्सी. सो यहाँ पर जो है उनका कुछ भी काम जो है वो नहीं बन सका. एंड अकबर के जो है बड़े अच्छे रिलेशन थे विद गुरु, सो दिस वॉज नॉट पॉसिबल. लेकिन यहाँ पर मैं आपको बार बार एक नक्शबंदी सेक्ट के बारे में बताती हूँ. नक्शबंदी सेक्ट जो है वो थोड़े से ऑर्थोडॉक्स मुस्लिम्स का सेक्ट था जिसके हेडक्वार्टर सरहंद में थे और इनके लीडर जो है अहमद सरहंदी थे. और कहीं ना कहीं इनका भी एक जो है शायद रोल रहा है गुरु के मार्टरडम में. बट ही प्लेड अ वेरी प्रोमिनेंट रोल इन इंस्टिगेटिंग द नेक्स्ट मुगल रूलर जहांगीर अगेंस्ट गुरु अर्जन देव जी. नाउ अगेंस्ट द ब्राह्मण्स, देखो ब्राह्मण्स वर ऑल्सो अगेंस्ट गुरु अर्जन देव जी बिकॉज नंबर वन the Sikh faith or the Sikh religion was opposed to caste system where there was no discrimination on the basis of caste. All the people took their food from the common kitchen or the langar, by sitting all together. Secondly, the Sikh perform their birth, marriage, death ceremonies without the help of the Brahmins. Thirdly, the Brahmins were also annoyed with the Adi Granth, a separate Sikh scripture by the Guru Arjan Dev Ji. So even Brahmins ने भी कोशिश की कि अकबर को जो है गुरु के खिलाफ they may poison his ears, but even they were unsuccessful. Now जहाँ तक चंदू शाह की बात है बच्चे, चंदू शाह कौन थे? लाहौर के दीवान, and he wanted to marry his daughter to the son of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, Hargobind. जब गुरु ने इसको मना कर दिया, so he also became a staunch enemy of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Right? So this unholy alliance of the three arch enemies of Guru, Prithia, then is Sulhi Khan and Chandu, was formed to defame Guru and to persuade the Mughal emperor to inflict the most drastic punishment or such a saintly person. लेकिन ये सब डिफ़िकल्टीज के बावजूद भी जो है गुरु जी की contribution towards the development of Sikh Panth is commendable. Let's talk about that. Alright, so we will now talk about the role of Guru Arjan Dev Ji towards the development of Sikhism or the Sikh Panth. Now, what are we going to do? 1. Compilation of the Adi Granth. Number 2. Foundation of the Harmandar Sahib. Foundation of Taran Taran and Kartarpur Sahib. Propagation of the Sikh faith. Other welfare activities. Splendor of the Guru's Darbar. So let's start doing these points one by one. Now, number 1 is the compilation of the Adi Granth Sahib. अब यहाँ पर I want to clear the very basic myth that people have that Adi Granth Sahib was written by Guru Arjan Dev Ji. बच्चे, it was not written by Guru Arjan Dev Ji. It was compiled under the guidance of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. इसमें जो बानियाँ हैं पांचों गुरुओं की ऐड की गई है, भक्तों की, सूफी सेंट्स की, right? So this compilation of Adi Granth Sahib is the most important work of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, right? So the most important work is of course the compilation of the Adi Granth Sahib. अब हालांकि I have a separate video on detail about Adi Granth Sahib, but here we'll just talk little bit about it. Now, Guru realized the necessity of laying down the exact hymns to be sung. Right, this is one thing. Number 2, he wanted to raise the status of Sikhism from a sect to that of religion. Number 3, Guru wanted to record the teachings of all the Gurus, right? So there were 3 things for which he thought of compiling Adi Granth Sahib. 1, that he wanted to lay down the exact hymns to be sung. Number 2, he wanted to raise the status of Sikhism from a sect to a religion. And number 3, he wanted to record the teachings of the Gurus. So Adi Granth Sahib was compiled by Pai Gurdas under the direction and supervision of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. The work was finally completed in 1604 and the first Adi Granth Sahib was installed in Harmandar Sahib and Baba Buddha Ji was made the first head Granthi. Right? Now, little more details about it. Now, Adi Granth contains the hymns of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Let me just mark for you. Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Guru Angad Dev Ji, Guru Amar Das, Guru Ram Das and Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Besides, the important hymns of eminent Bhakti and Sufi saints have been added, namely Farid, Kabir, Namdev, Tanna, Surdas and Ravidas, right? Later on, during the time of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, 115 hymns of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji were also included. Now, most of these hymns are in Gurmukhi script, but Hindi, Persian, Marathi, Gujarati words have been used, right? Now, however, this is very, very important. Adi Granth Sahib does not contain any biographical sketches of any laws of Sikhism or any Guru. Now, so Adi Granth Sahib concerned kiske saath hai? They are only concerned with the teachings of the Guru and majority of the hymns are in the praise of the Supreme Being. Now, Dr. Hariram Gupta opines the compilation of Granth formed an important landmark in the history of the Sikh. Right now, what was the importance? I've written much more. I'm kind of details in it because I thought it will also help you to write your notes. So you can omit certain things and you can write your notes accordingly. Now, what is the importance and how do you learn in? Oh, I'm so sorry. There's H missing, so I'll just kind of write it like this. Right. See, how do you learn in history? You have to learn the keywords. Suppose I make a keyword here like consciousness, a source, or it inspired, right? It set an example, a central object of worship, and throws light on the life or whatever. See, in history you have to learn the keywords, and वो कीवर्ड से आप इसको आगे जो है अपना आंसर अकॉर्डिंग टू योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग बना सकते हो. देखो, सबसे पहले preparation of this Adi Granth created consciousness among the Sikh that they are a separate community. Number two, it served as a source of divine wisdom and bliss. Guru Granth Sahib inspired people to lead life of simple but high thinking. And when I talk about Guru Granth Sahib, not only the hymns of gurus have been added, but even the saints of the Bhakti saints, the Sufi saints have been added. So by that, Guru set an example that by including the hymns of the people belonging to different religions and caste in it. Fifth, Adi Granth Sahib became the central object of worship and religious ceremonies. In fact, Sikh performed all their ceremonies, marriage, death, in the presence of the holy book. Last but not the least, it throws ample light on the political, religious, social, economic life of the 15th and 16th centuries, right? So let me just kind of give you a quick revision here. One, the Adi Granth Sahib was compiled by Bhai Gurdas under the direction and supervision of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Work was completed in 1604 and Baba Buddha Ji was the first head Granthi. Right now, it contains the hymns of Guru, the first five Gurus: Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Guru Angad Dev Ji, Guru Amar Das Ji, Guru Ram Das Ji, and Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Besides that, the hymns of eminent Bhakti and Sufi saints have been added. Now, during the time of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, even 115 hymns of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji were also added. Now, most of these hymns are in Gurmukhi script, but Hindi, Persian, Marathi, and Gujarati words have also been used. Right now, most important, Adi Granth Sahib does not contain any biographical sketches or any laws of Sikhism. It is only the majority of the hymns are written in the praise of Supreme Being. We talked about the importance. Okay, now let's talk about the foundation of the Harmandar Sahib. Right now, in my previous lecture, I told you that Guru Ram Das Ji had started the excavation works of two tanks, Amritsar and Santokhsar. And after the work was completed, Guru Arjan Dev Ji laid the foundation of a temple known as Hari Mandir, yani ke Hari Bhagwan ka Mandir. Its foundation was laid in 1588 by a Sufi saint Mia Mir. And according to Sikh traditions, कुछ सिख ने गुरु से ये कहा था कि टेम्पल शुड बी हायर दैन दी सराउंडिंग बिल्डिंग्स, बट गुरु साहिब ने कहा था ही हु इज हम्बल शैल बी एग्जाल्टेड, एंड दैट इज वाई द बिल्डिंग ऑफ द टेम्पल was kept lower as compared to other buildings. Now this is really important. This is one important aspect which we can talk about Harmandar Sahib, that actually if you if you ever visited Harmandar Sahib, you'll just feel that to reach Harmandar Sahib you have to go down the stairs. So he who is humble shall be exalted. So building of the temple was kept lower as compared to other buildings, and I think this is the key point of the Sikhism, that service of the mankind. Now, Harmandir Sahib also has four doors, which indicates that the teachings of Sikhism are meant for the people of four castes, the people from four directions, right? Now, on completion of this temple in 1601, Guru Sahib also announced that pilgrimage to this place would have the value of 68 Hindu places of pilgrimage. All right. Now, Khushwant Singh opined. Now, Khushwant Singh is one of my most favorite historians whose authentic book on the history of Sikh. Now, he writes, what Banaras was to Hindus and Makkah to Muslims, Amritsar became for the Sikh, right? Now, what is the importance of Harmandir Sahib? See, number one, again, learn the key points. One, it was a sacred place for the Sikh community. Now, with the passage of time, a beautiful town developed around the temple, and this area became a flourishing center of trade and industry. Now, we have these really important historians, Gokul Chand Narang, Indu Bhushan Banerjee. Now, Gokul Chand Narang says that the new city of Ramdas or Amritsar became the capital of the infant commonwealth that the genius of Arjun was gradually and peacefully building. Indu Bhushan Banerjee opines it became a fixed central place of worship for the Sikhs. Right now, this is so we have covered about 2 points. We have covered first point the first point we compilation of the Adi Granth Sahib, and number 2 point that we have covered is the foundation of Harmandir Sahib. Now, the other point that we will be covering is the foundation of Taran Taran and Kartarpur. So, let's start. Right. Now, Guru Arjan Dev Ji often went tours to spread his faith among the Jat peasantry of the Majha territory. Now, during one of his tours, he came to a village, Khara, about 12 miles south of Amritsar. Now, Guru was struck by this attractive place. He laid a big tank here and blessed it as Taran Taran. That means the pool of salvation, Taran Taran. Soon in 1590, now you just need to learn these, it's important. In 1590, a town developed known as Taran Taran, and at this place, Guru also opened an asylum for the lepers. That is for these people who had leprosy. All right. Now, what was the importance of the foundation of Taran Taran? One, it became a holy place of the Sikh. Now, because the Sikhism now reached the Jats of Majha, so they joined or they became the followers of Guru Arjan Dev Ji and embraced Sikhism. And these Jats by nature are very brave, and so their service towards Sikhism was of great value. Right, then is the foundation of Kartarpur. Now, just a quick revision, we have done about we are the fourth contribution. Number one, compilation of the Adi Granth. Number two, foundation of Harmandir Sahib. Number three, the foundation of Taran Taran. And number four is foundation of the Kartarpur. Now, Guru Arjan Dev Ji in 1593. See, dates you have to remember. 1590 is Taran Taran. 1593 is he founded another city, Kartarpur in Doaba near Jalandhar. And the word Kartarpur means the city of God. A tank named as Gangasar was dug up. On completion of this tank, Guru Sahib declared that water of this tank was as sacred as that of Ganges. Now, what was the importance of these holy places then? The very importance was that these holy places did not require any priests, did not require any Brahmins. Here, the people were building these holy places. Right? So even Kartarpur became the center of the propagation of Sikhism. We also have the foundation of another town, Hargobindpur, which was in 1595. So 1590, 93, 95. First is Taran Taran, then is Kartarpur and Hargobindpur. Now the foundation of these three cities, it gave more centers of pilgrimage to the Sikh. right? Then is the propagation of the Sikh faith. Now you can just see Guru here. Now Guru Arjan Dev Ji also made great effort for the propagation of Sikhism. In fact, he had acquired immense popularity and wide fame for his piety and character, right? It is said that many persons of various creed became his disciples. Now few of the examples are like Shah Hussain, Sheikh Wali were one of the most famous Muslim disciples of Guru. Some Hindu admirers like Krishan Lal, Harbans Lal, Bhai Madho, Jogi, Shambhunath, Bhai Gurdas, they all came from far off places to pay homage to him. It is also said that from Kabul to Dhaka, there was hardly any important town that Guru did not have his disciples. So his important contribution also lies in the propagation of the Sikh faith, right? And maybe it was his pious nature, it was his kind of the serenity that he actually showed and attracted people towards him, right? Now not only this, in fact other welfare activities as well. Now Guru constructed Beoli with his mind. Okay, Guru constructed Beoli in Dabi Bazaar at Lahore. It provided the Sikh of Lahore and adjoining areas with a place for a holy bath. Then Guru also dug a well at Vadali, about 6 miles from Amritsar, which was worked by 6 Persian wheels. This place came to be known as Chehrata. Gradually, these places too assumed sacred importance. And then I'll talk about the Daswant. Now, this is very important. See, whenever I talk about the Masand system, right? Now, somewhere down the line, the Swant is also connected with the Masand system. Remember that Masand system was started by the fourth Guru of the Sikh, Guru Ramdas Ji. Why? Because he wanted the work of the digging of Amritsar and Santokhsar to be completed. Later, Guru Arjan Dev Ji added. Now, sorry, I just kind of jumped very quickly. So, what Guru Ramdas Ji did was that he sent his chosen Sikh to faraway places to get contributions from people, not something like a compulsory thing, but on the basis something like a voluntary contribution. But what Guru Arjan Dev Ji added was the concept of daswant. That means every Sikh will have to give 1/10 of his income to Guru for the development of the Sikh Panth. Now, this concept of daswant was also given by Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Now, although when I was reading on the splendor of Guru's Darbar, there were mixed, opinions on that. Somebody talked about Guru's Darbar in a different manner, but what I felt that when he came to be known as Sache Padshah was not that he was a king of some kingdom, but here Sache Padshah meant a true king. Now, who's a true king? A true king is the one who looks after his subjects. So for the people there, for the people, he was a Sache Padshah because he was there. He was a savior. He was like a mentor. He was like a guru to them. So he was respected as Sache Padshah. Right? So he had acquired immense popularity and wide fame for his piety and character. Now, a very interesting thing which is here is the encourage horse trade. When in the next semesters we'll be talking about Guru Hargobind Ji's new policy. In that case, you'll come across a historian by the name of Macliffe. Now, Macliffe says that if Guru Hargobind Ji started his new policy, that was based on the message that he got from Guru Arjan Dev Ji. So, somewhat, if we kind of connect here, because here the Guru, encouraged the horse trade. Now, horse trade at that time was very lucrative trade, so he that enriched the Sikh traders and brought large contribution to the coffers of the Sikh church. Number two, it developed among them a taste for riding and laid the foundation of the future armies of Khalsa. Lastly, by this trade, Sikh could get horses of good breed for fighting against the Mughals. Right? Now, the cordial relations with Emperor Akbar. Now, you know that Emperor Akbar was a very secular ruler, Mughal ruler, and Guru Arjan Dev Ji had very good relation with him. मैंने आपको पीछे बताया था बच्चे कि इवन जब उनके अपने भाई पृथ्वी चंद या ऑर्थोडॉक्स मुस्लिम्स ने भी अकबर को इंसाइट करने की कोशिश की, सो he did not find anything wrong with it. In fact, when Adi Granth Sahib was being compiled, some Muslims complained to Akbar that the Guru was compiling a book which contained a material which was against Hindu and the Muslim prophets. Now, Emperor not only rejected the complaint but also visited Guru at Goindwal Sahib towards the end of 1598. In fact, he was very pleased to hear some passages from the book. He found nothing objectionable in them. In fact, he also expressed his deep appreciation for the holy book, which he called as the first great scripture of synthesis, which was bound to appeal to the people. राइट अच्छा यहाँ नहीं बच्चे एक और बात है यहाँ पर अकबर जो है ही ऑल्सो रिमिटेड यानी कि माफ़ कर दिया था स्मॉल पोर्शन ऑफ द ईयर्स रेवेन्यू टू दी जमींदार्स बिकॉज उस टाइम पे पंजाब में फैमिन भी था. Right now, Akbar's tolerant religious policy added to the prestige of the Guru. Now, Dr. Fauja Singh, an eminent Sikh history historian, now he writes that Akbar's favorable attitude did not merely save Sikhism from the fury of Muslim orthodoxy at a time when it was just an infant needing protection, it also provided the necessary conditions for its quick progress. So, of course, at this time, what help Akbar gave to Guru Arjan Dev Ji, it not only gave protection to this very infant religion, but also provided conditions for its progress, right? So, this is one aspect of that. Another important contribution of Guru Arjan Dev Ji towards the Sikh faith is that he sacrificed his life to save the Sikh Panth. Now, my next video, of course, is on a detail that why Guru Arjan Dev Ji was martyred, because I think whatever we are reading, we don't find anything which could be objectionable to any Mughal emperor. So, in my next video, we'll try to find out what were the reasons which led to the martyrdom of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. But a little bit here. Now, Dr. Gokul Chand Narayan says Guru Arjan Dev Ji was not only to be the first great organizer of the Sikh nation, but also destined to be the first to receive the crown of martyrdom. Right now, there are various reasons for it, because after Akbar, his son Jahangir came on the Mughal throne, and he was not very liberal. He was very much prejudiced against the Sikh movement, and he found an opportunity to punish Guru when the Jahangir's own son Prince Khusro rose in revolt against him, and Guru Arjan Dev Ji showed compassion to Prince Khusro in his distress, and that is when he was summoned in court by Jahangir to answer for his conduct. अब यहाँ जो है बच्चे इम्पोर्टेंट बात क्या है कि जहांगीर वैसे अपनी ऑटोबायोग्राफी में इस बात को मेंशन करते हैं कि गुरु अर्जन देव जी जो हैं उनकी पिछली जनरेशन जो हैं उन्होंने एक धर्म के बारे में बात करते हैं कि कैसे भोले भाले मुस्लिम जो हैं वो उनके तरफ अट्रैक्ट हो रहे हैं. सो उसने इस बात का जिक्र भी किया है कि मेरा दिल करता है कि मैं इस चीज़ को यहीं बंद कर दूं. सो कहीं ना कहीं जो है धार्मिक कारण भी था उनका इस मार्टरडम के पीछे, एंड पॉलिटिकल कारण अगर मैं कहूँ तो बच्चे वो ये बन गया बिकॉज जहांगीर के एल्डर सन जो थे प्रिंस खुसरो, ही रिवोल्टेड अगेंस्ट जहांगीर, एंड उनको जो है यू वोंट से दैट ही वाज हेल्प्ड बाय गुरु, बट यस ही वाज blessed by Guru, because Guru के लिए कोई different नहीं है. अगर कोई भी Guru के पास आएगा, that person will be blessed. So maybe this became one of the reason for the strained relation between the two, and Jahangir summoned Guru Arjan Dev Ji, and Guru Arjan Dev Ji was tortured to death in 1606. Now here, Guru Arjan Dev Ji made supreme sacrifice for the preservation of his faith. His martyrdom gave a new turn to the Sikh movement, making it stronger and more vigorous. It raised the prestige of Guru among the devotees. In fact, the martyrdom of the saintly figure was a great service to the advancement of Sikhism. So, if I just talk about Guru Arjan Dev Ji, kind of that, what exactly, just in short, what he did. Well, I will say that his extraordinary abilities as an organizer helped him to transform the helped in the transformation of the disciples of Nanak into an integrated community with definite idols. And now, even though the period of Guru Arjan Dev Ji's Guruship was limited to 25 years, his task and attainment during this period were not only multifarious and wide in range, but were also very far reaching and direction oriented. So this is what I have for you on Guru Arjan Dev Ji, and in my next video we'll be talking about his martyrdom, right? We'll also be talking about in detail on Adi Granth Sahib, right? So my only request to you now will be, once you've heard this video, please go back to your books, read the chapter thoroughly and try to understand what you have done. And how to learn this answer. इस आंसर को लर्न करने के लिए प्लीज लर्न द की वर्ड्स, लर्न द की पॉइंट्स एंड देन रीड इट एंड राइट द आंसर in your own words. All the best for this learning, and I will see you again with a new video on the martyrdom of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Thank you and have a very, very safe day. Bye bye.